Welcome to News Tonight on GBC 24 with Conrad Kakraba. President John Mahama has presented the instruments of four new Kenyan ambassadors. Three of them are career diplomats and the other a former lecturer of the University of Ghana. They are going to Benin, France, South Korea and Denmark. Napoleon Atikito reports.
University of Ghana lecturer Mrs. Johanna Odonko Swanikia is the ambassador designate to France. The head of the Multilateral Bureau of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Mrs. Novisi Aku Abedu, is going to Benin as Ghana's new ambassador. Two deputy ambassadors have been elevated to substantive positions. Mrs. Elizabeth Nicole now assumes the full ambassadorial position in South Korea, while a former Ghana deputy ambassador to the U.S., Mrs. Edith Hazel, moves to Denmark. All the four countries to which the new ambassadors are assigned have close bilateral ties with Ghana. Thus, the president urged them to guard the existing posts whilst they break new grounds of their own. The ambassador designate to South Korea thanked the president for the trust reposed in them. She said they take up the appointments mindful of the economic goals. Two ambassadors also bade farewell to President Mahama after their duty tours in Ghana. First, the outgoing ambassador of Niger. Ghana is the second biggest trade partner of Niger in West Africa after Nigeria. The next to announce his departure was the ambassador of Sudan. Both recommended Ghana for her political and economic achievements. Napoleon Atikito reporting.
The world's attention will be on the most celebrated sporting event, the FIFA World Cup, which is now underway in Brazil. The Director General of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, GBC, Major Albert Donchebe, says the state broadcaster will do all it can to give soccer fans uninterrupted transmission. The only snag will be power. If the electricity company allows the power to flow without outages, then the World Cup season will be great, full of fun.
We would like to assure our viewers, our cherished viewers, that we have taken all the trouble, done all within our power to ensure that from our side there will be hitch-free viewing. We're going to get you the signal and we'll ensure that it will be as clear and bright as possible. But you must understand that there are other factors involved in undertaking broadcasting, and those factors we cannot speak for. For example, power. So we will ensure that the signal is out there, but factors beyond our control, you cannot hold us accountable.
How about our outdoor views? Everything is set for that as well?
Yes, we have made arrangements for outdoor viewing right here on our front lawn, which we've done before, and therefore we know the drill. However, we're trying to extend outdoor viewing to our regional stations, and there may be some challenges because some stations have come back to me for all kinds of difficulties that they are experiencing. But we expect that maybe the first 1 or 2 days they may have these challenges which we are addressing at the moment. And we believe that by the time we come to the Ghana match, all these stations should have set up to be able to afford viewers the opportunity to watch widescreen viewing.
Today is World Day Against Child Labor, a day set aside to drum home the need to eliminate the worst forms of child labor globally. In a statement to commemorate the day, parliamentarians commended past and present governments for rolling out interventions geared towards eliminating child labor in Ghana, but they added that more needs to be done since there are still child laborers in the system. The Ghana Child Labor Survey estimates that there are over 1 million child laborers in the country.
International Labour Organization estimates put the prevalence of child labor in the world at 250 million, out of which 61% is in Asia, 32% in Africa, and 7% in Latin America. In Ghana, child labor exists in almost all sectors of the economy, but is most prevalent in agriculture, fishing, mining, quarrying, and domestic work sectors. Over 14 laws have been promulgated in Ghana to protect children against child labor and other forms of abuse, but it has yielded little results since there are about 242,000 children involved in hazardous child labor. In joining the rest of the world to mark World Day Against Child Labor, which falls today, the country's lawmaking body said the Free Compulsory Universal Basic Education Program, FCUBE, Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty Program, LEAP, and the participation of Cocoa Board in the financing of child labor interventions in cocoa growing areas are all laudable, but not enough.
We have to encourage government to put in place measures that would create economic opportunities for our parents so that our parents will not overburden their children to engage in other works to support the family. Because supporting the family is not the work of children, it's the responsibility of parents.
Much as the children belong to the families, we want to encourage every parent that the age at which any child starts working should be considered. Mr. Speaker, children need to be in school, and therefore if any child is working at a very tender age, what happens to the child's future?
The FQ must be enforced so that all children of school-going age must be in school. This is a law that has been passed by this House, and let us make sure that every government enforces this law.
They reminded all who engage children in activities that amount to child labor that every child has the right to be protected from engaging in work that constitutes a threat to his or her health, education, and development.
The Judgment Debt Commission has advised the Attorney General's Department to recommend the payment of 92,000 Ghana cedis to Warrant Officer A.J. Bwedi, whose land was taken over by the state 10 years ago. The land located at Budumburan in the central region was given to the Liberian refugees. The sole commissioner, Mr. Justice Yao Appel, gave the advice when the representative of the Attorney General's Department, Dorothy Friye Ansa, appeared before the commission in Accra.
The Attorney General's Department was the only institution out of 3 scheduled to appear before the Judgment Debt Commission. It was represented by its Chief State Attorney, Dorothy Friye Ansa. She responded to questions in respect of cases involving the department. First was on the payment of compensation to Warrant Officer J. Bwedi, a retired non-commissioned officer of the Ghana Armed Forces. In this matter, Warrant Officer J. Bwedi's land at Budumburam in the central region was taken over by the state when he left Budumburam to seek medical attention. The state took over his property without notice. Warrant Officer J. Bwedi went to court in 2004 to seek compensation for his land, which had been taken over by the state. According to the Chief State Attorney, Dorothy Friye Ansa, the court asked both parties to settle the case out of court. She said the land was then valued with all necessary compensation payments, but the Refugee Board stopped the payment. Dorothy Friye Ansa also responded to other matters involving the Attorney General, Calf Cocoa International and Carl Michael. In the case involving Calf Cocoa International, an agreement between the state and the company where the state was to disburse money to enable the company to start full production was stopped. Dorothy Friye Ansa was unable to give details into the matter involving Attorney General and Carl Michael family in a livestock project, as she said the files couldn't be traced. She asked for time to put the files together. The 2 other institutions which failed to appear before the commission will make an appearance in subsequent sittings of the commission. Sitting is adjourned to the 16th of this month.
The Convention People's Party, CPP, says the recent conference at St. to find a solution to The ailing economy and a high cost of living is an indication of the government's failure to manage the country. The chairperson of the party, Ms. Samia Nkrumah, said this at a media briefing to mark the 65th anniversary of the Convention People's Party in Accra. The conference afforded executives of the CPP the opportunity to share the party's opinion on the recently held economic forum at Senche and suggest alternative solutions to the country's economic condition. The forum attracted leading members of the party, including 75-year-old Madame Lucy Enim. Madame Lucy Enim said it is important that Ghanaians learn from the past to be able to move forward. Another leading member of the party, Professor Ajimambedu Akosa, said governments, both current and past, have not worked for the people since the country returned to constitutional rule in 1992. He said the CPP had done it for Ghanaians before and can't do it again.
At the time when Ghana became independent, many families were poor. But because of the policies instituted by the Convention People's Party, people went to school and people had the opportunity. And today, they are the big people and they are milking this country. Let me say this, that a country that has given you opportunity and hope, you don't turn back to milk the country.
The chairperson of the party, Samia Nkrumah, said the economic forum is an admission of government's failure to control affairs, adding that government did not take into account the economic history of the country. She called for a paradigm shift, saying the new liberal economic model of development should be abandoned.
The Nkrumahist development policy of self-reliance, self-determination is the most relevant and the most efficient remedy that will help us realize our aspirations as a people. We propose instead that puts the welfare of our people at the center of our development.
Madame Samia Nkrumah added that the Senche Forum started on a wrong premise and also ended on a wrong note. The Apostle Kojo Safo Technology Center at Gumwemputa now has a vehicle assembly planned. The development means the center is set to begin the large-scale manufacture of its line of vehicles in the country. Apostle Kojo Safo is credited with using vehicles designed and built by himself. The leader of the Christians of Formation says the center would this year manufacture SUVs and pickup vehicles, and he urged Ghanaians to buy the Made in Ghana vehicles.
The Apostle Kojo Safo Technology Center has now acquired accreditation to assemble vehicles for commercial purposes, and the assembling plants will make it meet international standards. At a press briefing to launch the plants, there was a briefing on some of the processes of making a vehicle ready for the market. They were taken through the platform stage down to the final testing line where the speed, light, brakes and horning of the car is checked. Accreditation has been acquired from the Driver Vehicle and Licensing Authority, DVLA, but concerning the standards board, negotiations are ongoing. Apostle Dr. Kojo Safo said, Ghana has been blessed with a lot of resources, but sadly, we do not make good use of them. According to him, it is about time Ghanaians believed in their local products and potential, since that is the surest way to develop.
Mema baby for no who say ya wo bi ama abibiman enti the film say bibiman ensonoma African star me niagro me yensusu na adesua no omusua oma yesua omukromu ho no manyina no be kakra ni ebesua wa anu bi na mbaye na mu say say de omo ka no ho ubenya bi wa ha nanso akopodi no huhu enti wo kotokra no ayo say oh enye bia Eyebia, so nya adaje, eye abodie nyansa, ebu enfhwemua, yopeso be biano. Obabe.
Apostle Kojo Safo also trains people at his technology center. 2 vehicles assembled were on display. Engineers from the Council for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, CODVET, present at the conference, testified that the cars on exhibition can stand the test of time. They said they are still in talks with the government to throw in his support. Some media men sat in the car for the first time to have a feel of it. The PRO of Christo Asafo, Kwame Osei-Hwere, in an interview with GBT24 said this avenue is a good way of curbing the unemployment rate in the country.
For this industry to survive, it needs a lot of government support. And the support, if it's not coming financially, should come in a supply collaboration so that Apostle's vehicles will also be given to government departments and agencies for him to get the capital to continue in business.
For now, 4 vehicles can be assembled in a day. This requires 120 employees. However, when complete, about 10 to 14 cars can be manufactured in a day. This would require the employment of about 1,000 people.
Scientists and researchers from Ghana and America are sharing ideas at Dunkwano-Fin on Buruli ulcer. Science teachers from schools in both the endemic and controlled areas are also part of the discussions. The disease is still prevalent in the country years after the first outbreak was reported in the 90s, with serious cases recorded at Tontokrom in the Ashanti region.
Buruli ulcer is caused by a germ that mainly affects the skin. It can also affect the bone. The disease often begins as a painless noodle under the skin and then progresses without pain or fever into an ulcer on the skin. In Ghana, the Buruli ulcer endemic areas are Pokukrum, Ayamfree and Subin in the central region, while the controlled areas are Kedadrin in the western region and some areas in the upper east region of Ghana. Buruli ulcer can be treated, but its mode of transmission is the major challenge confronting researchers, scientists and health officials. The research and education on Buruli ulcer, with funding from the National Science Foundation, is trying various approaches to understand the mode of transmission. These include climate conditions, land disturbance and human activities. Professor Petra Chaket of the University of Pennsylvania, USA, is the principal investigator.
We do have a strong hypothesis, as I said earlier, that links land disturbance through mining with the outbreak of BU. So we have been working in areas where mining is prevalent, both in the endemic and the non-endemic areas. And so somewhere in there is the solution.
A resource person from the University of Mines and Technology, TAQUA, Professor Richard Amankwa, explained the complications and conditions in the endemic and controlled areas. He said there are similar conditions in the 2 different areas, yet the disease is endemic in one and controlled in the other.
What is at Pokukrum which triggers the activity of the microbe that causes Buruli ulcer? Is that thing also at Takwa? If so, why is it not triggering Buruli ulcer? These are some of the questions that we keep asking, and these are the questions that drive the research. As we answer these questions, it will bring us closer and closer to finding a solution to a tropical disease which, as it were, has been neglected, but then it is affecting and intimidating so many people.
The project has an educational component and uses selected schools to educate the people on early treatment for the condition, which is one of the measures to control it. Mr. Tony Spackman is the head of the Rebuild Research Team at Bwamponsem SHS. He said by using sketches, outreach programs and social interaction, they have been able to demystify to a large extent the perception that Buruli ulcer is a curse and not a treatable disease. In an interview, Professor Joseph Opon of the North Texas University and a member of the team said the project, which is in its 5th year, has had a positive impact on the endemic communities.
A trailer on Wednesday evening skidded off the road, causing a huge traffic build-up on the Lateshi Road. The incident took place during Wednesday's downpour, and it took officials of the National Road Safety Commission and the Labadi Police close to 5 hours to get the car off the road and free the gridlock traffic.
Eyewitnesses told GBC 24 that the MES trailer was on its way from Tema to the Kwame Nkrumah Circle when it fell into a pothole and skidded off the road just after the Preshi Bridge around 2 p.m. on Wednesday. The result was this vehicular traffic that started from the 37 La Trade Fair Road as well as the La Teshi section of the road. Some said they have been stuck in the traffic for close to 2 and 3 hours.
I've been here almost 2 hours now. I learned that one of the containers, the trailers carrying a container had fallen over the Preshi bridge. The car, I think it divided the road. So there's no traffic, there's no car moving. We've been here all this while.
Others took the option of taking the rest of the journey on foot. GBC 24 spoke to some of them.
I took a taxi from Abosokai going to Tema. We've been stuck in this traffic for 3 hours. I just want to continue the journey on foot to see if I can get something ahead to eat.
More than 3 hours.
By the time the news team got to the spot, the vehicle was being towed by the National Road Safety Commission. An official of the commission, Daniel Nati, said the vehicle had load, so they had to take time to offload before they could tow it. Mr. Nati also explained that they had to park the vehicle on this portion of the La Road as the La Police Station had no space for the truck for it to be worked on the next day.
Now let's look at the bridge in question. The bridge on the Peshi Lagoon connecting La and Teshi on the Accra-Tema Beach Road is now a death trap. Now, though the over 30-year-old bridge is under rehabilitation, work has been abandoned in the last 7 months. The iron rods in the beams of the bridge are now exposed, posing real danger to commuters, especially at night.
In Accra, it connects commuters from Accra to Tema. One of the major spots on that route is the Peshi Bridge on the Peshi Lagoon. The bridge is used by motorists and pedestrians. After years of wear and tear, this very important bridge has not had any major rehabilitation since its construction. Now the structural strength of the bridge is giving way. Most of its beams have developed cracks exposing rusty iron rods, while the piers of the bridge look very weak and every bit of their years. Drivers who ply this road daily say they are concerned about the situation, which poses a danger to their lives and their passengers. To compound this problem, especially at night, there are no street lights, reflectors, or even signposts to prompt road users.
I don't think it will be easy for authorities to reconstruct the bridge, but I feel the only solution is to lay new slabs on the old one to keep motorists moving. The bridge is really weak because it is very old. It would have been replaced by now had it been in an advanced country.
I frequently use this road. It is unfortunate there are no street lights here, which makes it very dangerous for road users at night.
The problem is, you see this very special bridge. It's some pretty bridge. When you put light, after daybreak, you won't see the bulb. The bulb will blast. Because this river is something like spiritual things to Labadi peoples. This river, it got name. Some people used to call him Male. It's a woman.
An interview with a resident revealed that a construction company started working on the bridge some months ago, but suddenly stopped work. The commuters on this stretch of road hope that something will be done sooner than later. For now, as they ply the route to and fro, their prayer is for safe passage when they cross this bridge.
In international news, UK's Foreign Secretary William Hague has announced that the UK will increase its military and educational aid to help Nigeria tackle Boko Haram. He said Nigeria's army would receive extra training, especially in counter-insurgency tactics, while 1 million more children would be given schooling. This is the latest promise of Western help since Boko Haram abducted some 200 schoolgirls in April. Since then, the Islamist group has stepped up its attacks, and Boko Haram has waged an increasingly bloody insurgency since 2009 in an attempt to create an Islamic state in Nigeria. Thousands of people have died in their attacks and the subsequent security crackdown. UK research figures show the economic crisis in Europe and North America led to more than 10,000 extra suicides. A study published in the British Journal of Psychiatry showed suicides have risen markedly. Campaign groups say the findings show the importance of a good mental health service. The study by the University of Oxford, the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine analyzed data from 24 EU countries, the US and Canada. Parliament in Baghdad has delayed voting on a request to grant the Prime Minister emergency powers as the North slips out of government control. Just 128 out of the 325 MPs turned up for the vote on Nouri Maliki's request. In the north, Kurdish forces claimed control of the oil city of Kirkuk, saying government forces had fled. The Kurds secured the area after the cities of Mosul and Tikrit fell into Sunni Islamist insurgents during a lightning